351. Make for, go towards, attack, contribute. He made for the door and tried to escape. 352. Make fun of, scoff, ridicule, high and slow, all made fun of him. 353. Make good, succeed, compensate for, accomplish. John is working hard, and I am sure he will make good in the job. 354. Make haste, hasten, hurry up, make as much haste as possible, or you'll be late. 355. Make heads or tail of, understand. The message was so badly written that I could not make head or tail of it. 356. Make light of, treat as of little importance. The father gave his son good advice, but the son made light of it. 357. Make much of, attach importance to. He is still made much of in his country. 358. Make one's way, proceed, succeed. They made their way toward the island before daybreak. 359. Make oneself at home, feel comfortable, make yourself at home, and help yourself to anything you like. 360. Make out, make understand, succeed, prepare, pretend. I cannot make out what you want to say. 361. Make room for, create space for, accomplish. I made room for her on the sofa. 362. Make sure, ascertain. To make sure, he shot another shot at the tiger. 363. Make the best of, use well, we had better make the best of our situation. 364. Make up one's mind, determine. He made up his mind to try it again. 365. Make up for, compensate for, atone for. I had to work hard to make up for lost time. 366. Make use of, utilize, use. You must make use of this good opportunity. 367. Manage to, contrive to, succeed in. I managed to keep out of debt. 368. Matter little, be of little importance, it matters little to me who is elected. 369. Meet with, come across, meet by chance. I met with him in the bus yesterday. 370. Mistake A for B. A B, it is foolish to mistake means for ends. 371. More or less, about, somewhat, all crowns are more or less crowns of thorns. 372. More often than not, as often as not. Very frequently, more often than not, he had to go there in person. 373. No better than, as good as. He is no better than a beggar. 374. No longer, not any longer. He is gone, he is no longer here with us. 375. Nonetheless, nevertheless, I love him nonetheless for his faults. 376. Not a few, quite a few, many. Not a few people made the same mistake. 377. Not always, not necessarily, the strongest men do not necessarily live the longest. 378. Not to mention, not to speak of, to say nothing of. He does not know English, not to mention French. 379. Not to speak of, not to mention, to say nothing of. She can dance. Not to speak of singing. 380. Nothing but, only. Write nothing but the address on this side. 381. Now and again, then, occasionally, from time to time, I hear from him now and then. 382. Now that, since, now that you are well again, you can travel. 383. Be obliged to, be compelled to, be bound to, be forced to. I am obliged to do it against my will. 384. Of consequence, of importance, of account. He is a man of consequence in his village. 385. Of course. His parents were only laboring people, and of course poor. 386. Of late, lately, recently, I have heard nothing from him of late. 387. Of necessity, necessarily. It must of necessity be so. 388. Of one's own choice, by one's own wish, accord, she married him of her own choice. 389. Of service, helpful. I shall be happy to be of any service to you. 390. Of use, useful. It will be of some use in the future. 391. Off and on, irregularly, occasionally, it has been raining off and on. 392. Off duty, not engaged in one's regular work. He is off, on, duty, the 393, on account of, because of. On account of his illness, he could not join us. 394. On and on, without stopping, on and on the tide of progress and freedom flowed. 395. On behalf of the company, I welcome you. The 396. On duty, engaged in one's regular work. He goes on duty at 8 a.m. and comes off duty at 5 p.m. 8. 5. 397. On end, occasionally, upright. We stood there for 3 hours on end. 3. The 398. On foot. It takes about 15 minutes on foot. 15. 399. On good terms with, be friendly with, on friendly terms with. They are on good terms with each other. 400. On hand, in one's possession. At hand, I have no cash on hand. The great day is off hand.